So series drops are coming back to Marvel Snap, and boy do I need to talk about them for a little bit. Hey everybody, it's Annabelle. So, it got announced today in a little bit of a blurb that series drops are finally coming back, and they're going to be coming back in January. On the next rotation of the season pass, they're going to come out on that one. And there's a part of me that doesn't want to say anything bad about the season drops or the series drops, just for the fact that they might not do them again if I say anything bad about them. But I also feel that I wouldn't be doing justice to the game if I didn't talk about how weird and odd this is at this point. Let me explain partially why. So what makes this weird and odd is how they brought this out and what they're saying for the future of the game. And what makes it kind of interesting is the fact that they're not saying that this is going to be a regular occurrence going forward. They're not saying this is going to be a monthly thing or a weekly thing. They're saying that they'll do more in the future, but they don't know how often they'll do it. It could be once a quarter that they have a series drop. It might be every year they do a series drop. The other issue that I have with this is some of the cards that are dropping, but some of the cards that are staying in. Like Master Mold is dropping out, and that's fine, but the problem with Master Mold dropping out, nobody wanted to play him in the first place. But now that he's going to be dropping out of series, he's not going to be looked at anywhere in the future. They're just going to put this card under the rug and say, it's Series 3, we're not going to worry about it. Same problem with Spider-Man. And the other problem is there's other cards that are not getting looked at all. Null is not moving down. Zabu is not moving down. Zabu is going to be in the game for an entire year. His birthday is going to be a spotlight cash for him. They are never moving this down. And if Second Dinner wants to say, okay, Zabu's not moving down, and here's a list of cards that aren't moving down again. Not every card's going to move down. Some cards are. That's fine. I'd rather you come up to the plate and say, we're not touching Zabu, stop asking, and making it seem like you have some sort of rhyme or reason behind this, other than cards that suck go down. Because basically the way to make cards go down is not to play them going forward. So if you really want just the Baby Lion Shark to go down in series, everybody has to stop playing him. Point blank. Because as long as people keep playing, he's gonna keep staying in his series that he is right now. He's gonna be a perm 5. He's gonna be on the same level as Galactus. Even be a better card than Galactus is right now. And they're gonna keep making variants for him because people go, man, I love playing Jeff. I'd love to have a nice variant for him. The other problem with this is there are certain cards that just went off the spotlight cast. Stegron, which is the card that's about to go down, and luckily I don't own, so I can actually get it when it goes down, was just in a Spotlight cache the week before Blob. It was one of the cards that you could have gotten the week before Blob. So if you rolled on that week, there was a good chance that you could get Stegron. And if you got him, now you're out. The fact that you could have opened him in just a regular box in 2 weeks. And because you don't know this point, you're kind of in trouble. And again, it almost was weird that they haven't taken Kitty Pryde and just moved her to Series 3. They're moving her down to Series 4 finally. But with how many people owned her and got her right off the bat, I wish they would have taken a few of these and just dropped them down to Series 3. So nothing is going from Series 5 to Series 3 in the future. And what kind of makes this also weird is like right now, you're kind of in this weird little limbo where if you do one of the Spotlight caches right now, you can get one of the cards that just dropped as your 4th slot. I just did my Spotlight cache for this week, and I got Lady Deathstrike as my card. And that's moving from a 6,000 card to a 3,000 card. So if you don't own any of the ones that are moving from 4 to 3, if you're missing any of them, for whatever reason, these 2 weeks, this week and next week, are going to be the most stressful Spotlight caches to open. So, as much as I enjoy the fact that they are finally doing Spotlight caches again, it just seems like the littlest thing that they could have done with where they used to be on Spotlight caches, where they used to be on Series Drop. And again, if down the road you want to say, okay, this card's going to be Series 5 forever, I'd rather you announce that. I'd rather every month you sit there and go, these are the cards that are going to be locked in. I'd rather have one card locked in per month even. You told me right now that Blob was going to be a Series 5 forever, I'd be okay with that. Because then at least I know how to spend my tokens. I know how to spend my caches. I know how to spend my keys. I know how to spend everything. So, good news is we finally got news. Bad news is this is kind of the littlest news, the saddest little fanfare that you could ever had. As only 5 cards are finally making it into free-to-play hands. And 9 cards are moving down 1 slot, which means they can still show up in Spotlight caches. They still have to be bought with tokens, and you can't get them in regular boxes. And of the ones that are moving down, of the 13 that are going to be in here, I already own 9 of the 13, and I'm not really trying. So, do something different, do something else. I'm not sure what, but you gotta look at making it so that new players can really get in here. And now the goalpost for being Series 3 complete has moved just a little bit further. Anyways, I want to thank you all so much for watching, and as always, remember, play, full, fun,